Well, welcome back, everyone, and good morning on this beautiful Saturday. I'm so glad that everyone is joining in, and I hope everyone is having a terrific weekend so far. I mean, temperatures really nice and comfortable as you're heading out the door this morning. We're seeing lots of sunshine, but overall, the sunshine isn't going to last too long. We're going to see an increase in cloud coverage as well as tracking some afternoon storms. These storms should stay below severe limits, but overall could impact your outdoor activities this afternoon. We're going to break all that down for you, of course, time it out for you and tell you the details with that. But I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jaden Knowles, and let's go ahead and start with your history lesson. I know this is weather, but I like to talk about history/weather. So this was what happened on this day back in 2003. A teen was injured when he was struck by lightning while camping at Herman Lake, which is 13 miles northwest of Georgetown. The boy was knocked unconscious, but luckily he only sustained minor injuries. So that was back in 2003. Luckily, we're not expecting anything like that for this afternoon, although there will be rain across the state. Looking over Julesburg so far, lots of sunshine, nice and beautiful skyline. We actually saw a nice and beautiful sunrise early on this morning. Fort Morgan, lots of sunshine there as well, but you're starting to see that increase in cloud coverage. That's what we're going to be tracking as we head around lunchtime this afternoon. So here's what we're tracking. Afternoon storms, of course, and then as we head into tomorrow, starting to warm back up, especially as we head into next week. We're talking about another mini heat wave thanks to that high pressure system that will be making its way over the state. Right now we're at 72 degrees here in downtown Denver, and overall current temperatures across the entire state. The upper 70s, low 80s for the eastern plains, 50s and 60s in the high country, and then also the low 70s towards the western slope. I mean, today will be a lot cooler than what we saw the last couple of days. Now, if we do see 90 degrees, which is my forecasted high, it will only last for about 20 to 30 minutes because, like I mentioned, we will be tracking those afternoon storms. Now, the best timing for this will be from 1 to 8 p.m. this evening. Now, this isn't going to be widespread, more scattered in nature, then becoming more isolated as we head into the evening hours. So far, though, your forecasted highs across the entire state, the low 90s for the eastern plains, 70s and 60s in the high country, and then also the low 90s towards the western slope. So live radar, really not much going on. We did see some isolated showers very early this morning towards the western slope and parts of the high country, which is actually really good news because we know the western slope needs the rain, especially for those wildfires. But overall, we're going to be tracking some more rain chances this afternoon. So let's put this into motion for you. Time this out for you. This is at 1 p.m. Noticing some isolated showers and a pop-up thunderstorm starting to form in the foothills and then gradually trying to track towards the east. But you can see how scattered in nature this becomes. Nothing widespread, but the high country definitely could see some isolated showers today by 4 p.m. and then especially along the I-25 corridor. But then 7:30 around the time kickoff is for the Broncos, you can see still some isolated showers out there, but I do believe the forecast will be nice and pleasant by the time the game starts. So here's a closer look here in the Front Range. 1 p.m. that's when we can expect those storms to start to form along the foothills near Boulder, parts of Winter Park, and then also parts of Fort Collins. And then trying to make its way here into the metro area by 2 p.m. And then you can still see lingering in Arapahoe County, parts of Douglas and Elbert by 4 p.m., even up towards Greeley, just towards the northeast of Greeley. And then you can see another wave, like you see another cell trying to make its way right here into Denver by 5:30. But then watch what happens. 7:30 becoming more isolated in nature. And we even see a clear night, honestly, a little bit more cloudier towards the east. But here in the metro area, we'll see a nice and clear night overall. If you're heading out to the game, I would definitely plan on packing that umbrella just in case, or the poncho, because you could still see some lingering showers by the time the game starts. But as we fast forward to tomorrow, a little bit warmer, 92 degrees, drier too, because we're only expecting about 20% coverage wise for an isolated shower. Forecast the highs for your Sunday across the state, a little bit warm, as I mentioned, the mid to upper 90s for the eastern plains, 95 in Greeley, 92 as well in Fort Collins, 70s and 60s, and maybe even some 80s out there towards the high country, and then also the low 90s towards the western slope. So if we put this futurecast into motion, it's going to be a very nice and clear morning. You know, as you're heading out to church, you won't need the umbrella, but maybe after you're getting out of church, better chances towards the eastern plains near Kit Carson, Lamar, Burlington along the I-70 corridor, you could see that stray shower or two for your Sunday afternoon, but really not a whole lot of rain. If we're going to see any rain, today is definitely going to be the day that we'll see it, but tomorrow a lot drier, and then the next couple of days as we head into next week a lot drier as well. Here's your game day forecast. As I mentioned, around kickoff, the game is at 7:30. I do believe there will be an isolated shower near or around the stadium, but overall, throughout the rest of the game, we're seeing nice and clear conditions. Temperatures nice and comfortable with the upper 70s, 74 by the fourth quarter. And of course, we're hoping that the Broncos pull out a W. Same forecast for the Rockies. You know, it's only down the street. So overall, if you're going to any one of these games or even the Rapids play this evening as well. Definitely just pack that punch out for the beginning of the game because we still can see those isolated showers. Here's the rest of your 7-day forecast. As I mentioned, we're really starting this mini heat wave once again as we head into next week, seeing 93 on Monday, 94 on Tuesday, then getting very close to that record on Thursday of 98 degrees. That record is 99 degrees. So overall, enjoy the cooler temperatures today as well as the rain chances because as we head into next week, really no more rain chances and of course no more relief from that heat. But overall, I hope everyone has a terrific weekend. Thank you so much for joining in. If you love the weather questions, tune in tomorrow morning to see if you get the answer right. Of course, email me your answer choices and we'll be picking those 5 winners. But overall, I hope everyone has a terrific day and a terrific weekend. I'm Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Jaden Knowles.